What's up, guys? I need a new intro. Okay, let's try this. It's Hawk Crypto Mining. No, I don't like that. Maybe, yo, what's up? I'm Hawk Crypto. What it is. No. All right, I'm gonna work on it. But anyway, in today's video, guys, I want to talk about the top 3 mistakes that I made in my first year of crypto mining. I feel it's important because I feel like there's honestly a lot of people coming into this space. I think this is a good time to be a crypto miner because if you're in it for the long game, which you should be, then this is a good time for yields and to speculative mine other projects and maybe get ahead of the next bull run. Obviously, that's not financial advice, but we're going to talk about it. Let's roll the intro. Let's get cracking. Okay, so first mistake. When I started Hawk Crypto Mining, I was watching everybody have these operations and they had all these miners and warehouses and stuff. And I'm thinking, man, I got to do this. Okay, no, this is where I was wrong. I invested about $125,000 into GPUs and ASICs and went and got my own warehouse. And this was probably end of 21 going into 22. Here's what I've learned. I moved way too fast, right? Way too fast. I overpaid for ASICs. I overpaid for GPUs. This was the height, I believe, of Ethereum mining at one point. I thought that this would never end. So I rented out a warehouse and I did all kinds of stuff, right? Then the merge happened and that's what I didn't plan for. So I lost a lot. I was burning $2,300, $2,400 a month trying to keep the miners operational. And in the middle of all that, I started a hosting company. Now, my hosting company really did help keep me afloat until we started Terra hosting with me, GPU risers, and the Mining King. But it was a struggle there. Now, I got kind of lucky, just to be honest with you guys. I kind of felt like I was maybe bailed out a little bit. Terra absorbed Hawk like right at the perfect time for me. But I still made the mistake and spent way too much money way too fast without maybe baby stepping my way in. So I guess the advice coming out of that would be to take your time, watch what the markets are doing, slowly progress your way forward into mining. Mining is a long-term game. When I first started, I'll be honest with you, I didn't understand any of this. I thought I was going to make quick cash up front. I thought it was going to be very lucrative, and it was for a very long time. As you guys know, Ethereum mining, people were making, $4,000 or $5,000 a month with, a couple hundred cards, right? I didn't care about the electric rate, didn't even bother looking at it some months because things were awesome. Well, it wasn't like that forever, right? So that's what I would say moving forward. Be very careful. Now, I do think this is a good time to get into crypto mining. Look, you just got to make sure that you don't overspend and over leverage yourself. Now, I didn't take any loans out, thank God, but I did waste a lot of money that I didn't need to waste. That could have been better allocated had I just slowed down a little bit. So that's my piece of advice on that one. Mistake number 2 is going to be equipment. Now, I overspent on everything. I mean, before I was partnered with GPU risers, I must have bought like 70 risers from him and then bought all these frames as well. I bought motherboards with i5s and like a bunch of power supplies and stuff that was just ended up going in the trash or sold or even given away. I must have spent, I'm not even kidding, I must have spent like 25, 30 grand in just waste. God, I mean, yeah, you pay for the education. I understand that, but a lot of what I did went to the garbage. Then I got Octominer cases and then all those frames and all those risers was just sitting there and they were just a waste. So my piece of advice here would be to formulate a game plan on what you guys want to do. Now, my mining operation evolved daily. I mean, I would move a shelf over here and then I would structure things around. I was always calling the electrician, having him move outlets. Like, it was always a problem. Honestly, that's not the way to really do it. Get a plan, even draw it on a piece of paper, do something, because that will save you time in the long run. Now, I had an unfortunate situation where I lost $26,000 to an electrician who lied and did really, really bad work. It costed me $7,000, I think right around $7,500 to correct all the mistakes. He had the wrong gauge wire, the wrong Oh my God, it was a nightmare. Don't ask me for specifics because I'm not an electrician, but all I do know is that it cost me a lot of money to fix it. So with that being said, take your time with coming up with a plan. Don't dive right into it. Be careful with buying equipment. Make sure when you buy equipment that you buy something that you can use a lot. Like I transitioned into octo miners because I was like, oh man, this is way easier to manage. And I wasted all that money on open air frames. Now I know a lot of us start on open air frames and then we go to octo miners, and that's fine, but formulate a plan. Watch the community, talk to people. I didn't do any of this. I wasn't even a part of Misfit Mining. I wasn't even on YouTube yet when I started mining, and I should have been, and I should have listened and took the advice of people and maybe have learned from their mistakes. Yeah, there's that. Third and final mistake. I was too concerned about ROI, return on investment. Here's why you shouldn't be concerned with ROI in crypto mining. When you do large scale operations, you want to get a return on that investment really, really quickly. Well, guys, we've seen a lot of big companies like Core Scientific go down because they get so focused on the dollar amount and what they need to make. Crypto mining is a long-term game. And a lot of these companies, they don't understand that. Stop focusing on, oh, I'm going to buy this GPU and how long is it going to take for me to get my money back that I paid for it? That's not really how it goes. Now, I understand from a business aspect, everybody's like, well, I'm buying something that is going to make me money, and then once I pay that back, then it's all green from there. Yes, correct. But when you buy a GPU or you buy a piece of equipment, right, you're buying an asset. That GPU, that motherboard, that CPU has a value to it. If you get too concerned about ROI, you're chasing the dollar. The dollar's blowing down the street and you're running after it, trying to get it. And that's not what crypto mining is about. It's a long-term game. You know, you got to set yourself up for the right situation. When I was a police officer full-time, I needed boots to go to work. Well, I don't look at what's the ROI on my boots from work because I need those to do this. Well, you need GPUs and you need equipment to do this. There's a cost walking in. Don't be so concerned with ROI. Now, if you are concerned about ROI, then start small. Don't go big because one downturn in the market, your whole thing is gone. That's just a little bit there. I mean, guys, I've made hundreds of mistakes, bought unnecessary switches and bought a bunch of equipment, like I said earlier, and tools and shelving. And then I threw out shelving, and oh my God, if I'd have just slowed down and formulated a plan, it would have been so much better. I paid $15,000 for an L7 9300 mega hash. That's insane. Right now they go for $4,000. Well, had I just slowed down and maybe talked to a few people, a lot of people would have said, hey man, wait until the bear market comes around, then buy your equipment. I could have bought 3 times as many. I paid $10,000 for 110 terahash S19. That's insane, right? These are the things that I'm trying to tell you guys and get you to understand. What's the ROI on that? An S19 at 10 grand, even in the bull run, was at least a couple years, right? Now, I know the typical return on investment is about 2 years, right? Yeah, I get it. But if you look at it this way, you know, with crypto mining, it's like putting your money to work. Again, not financial advice, but this is what I'm thinking. These are my personal opinions. If you put in $50,000, let's just say, into crypto mining, and it yields you $2,000-$3,000 a month, hey, that's a good return. That's better than you're going to get probably in any investment account. So don't go so focused on ROI. Think of it like you're putting your money to work, because honestly, you're buying assets. And hey, look, not a lot of industries in the world where you buy a GPU or you buy a machine and it still has a value to it. If you lost like I did, and you had to sell some equipment like I did, and consolidate and restructure like I did, I still recouped some of that money that I lost. I think out of the 125,000, I recouped about 46,000 I recouped. Yeah, I mean, it's still running a huge loss, but it's better than going to zero, right? I hope you guys understand where I'm trying to come from and understand my point. I hope you guys liked today's video. I really do appreciate it. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. I got a bunch of new content coming out. As you can see, I've been making some upgrades, got a new PC build that I did. I'm going to be doing a CPU mining build very, very soon with Mr. Rabbit Mining. He said he would join me on a video. We're going to go over what it's like to CPU mine, and as I get into more diversification with crypto mining. So guys, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. We'll see you on the next one. I'll see you guys later. Take care.